I saw the rumor mill. The rumor mill.
That's what we do now.
Right?
We just
No. This is, it's circulating on some pretty reputable sites and pages, MMA pages. Hamza Chimaev versus Jiri Prohaska for the light heavyweight vacant title belt. They always say, unless the UFC says it, it's not official. But I do believe that the UFC sprinkles stuff on to kind of temperature check the fan base.
Want, yeah.
You get me? So what that tells me is they might be talking about,
you lucky these ain't Tim's, bro. Boy, come out to play. Ain't no thing. You can catch the fade.
welcome back to another episode of Catch the Fade. I am Migs. This is my beautiful co-host, Ozzy. We're coming off a fresh night of some pretty decent fights.
Yeah.
Prelims started off a little weak. There was no finishes until I think the second fight of the main card. But we are coming off UFC Fight Night. Sean Strickland versus Fluffy Hernandez. And we got plenty to talk about today.
Lots.
Let's get into it, bro. What do you want to talk about first?
I think we could just start with the main, honestly.
Yeah, I'm down.
I feel like both of us have quite a bit to say. Sean versus Fluffy didn't go the way I think either of us saw.
Talk to me, bro.
I think we were both going Fluffy.
Absolutely. I know last episode we spoke on it.
Yeah. And I really thought he was going to overwhelm Sean with the forward pressure, with the cardio, just with the relentlessness, with the wrestling, and we didn't get to see none of that. Sean shut all that down with the typical jab and teep like he normally does. I don't think he did anything different. I just think he did it a lot better than he normally does. It was a lot cleaner, and I don't know what Fluffy prepared for, because that's exactly what the fuck we thought Sean was going to do, and he did it, and it worked. And I don't know what Fluffy's game plan was. He looked frustrated. He looked like he was just taken by surprise or something, because what the fuck did you think Sean was going to do? Just jabs. And he couldn't get past the jab. He didn't have an answer for getting around the jab. He barely had an answer for anything, to be honest. Like he couldn't get anything, I feel like. Did you see something different? I don't know.
No, that's exactly what happened. So basically, bro, hate him or love him, Sean Strickland is really fucking good. He's really, really good. I know you had mentioned, why you talk like you stand and bang?
Yeah.
Right?
That's my only thing with Sean is he plays this whole like, we're gonna stand and bang, we're gonna get in the fire, we're gonna stand nipple to nipple, chest to chest, and it's like, no, you're not though. And that's okay if that's how you fight, if that's your game plan, if that's your strategy going in is to move backwards and counter with the jab and counter with the teep and frustrate them. That's okay, and wait for a good shot and then pounce and then finish someone, because it's not like it's boring. He got the finish, and it was a nice finish. But let's stop we're gonna bleed, we're gonna know. Bro, enough of that already, bro. You just walk backwards, you jab, you teep, and you do a good job at it. That's cool. He's a good fighter. But this man be in there screaming, talking about, no, we're not, bro. Anthony was trying to do that. He was trying to walk you down. You just wasn't there for it.
Yeah. And that's actually the point I was getting to, was he talks like he's this stand and bang war, just gonna go in there and bleed.
Yeah.
But really, he's a very, very smart tactician. He's so tactical. He went in there and with a jab systematically broke someone with a crazy amount of pressure, one of the toughest dudes we've seen, down to a finish. And he was able to do that off the jab. Fluffy early landed a couple of big shots, and that's Sean getting out of the way. That was with Sean Strickland trying to back up, where he kind of just backed up a little bit too much into that straight line. But for the most part, Sean was able to circle towards that lead hand really effectively. What we don't give Sean Strickland enough credit for is how he cuts angles as a boxer as well. His boxing, though it looks a little sloppy, because you'll see him throw that long guard, high guard, which is extremely effective, Not the prettiest thing to look at. Very effective defensively, but we don't give him enough credit for the angles that he gets, especially defensively. And then he also stuffed the 2 takedown shots.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, before they were even, it looked like he stopped the takedown shots before they were even takedowns.
Yeah.
Or before there were even attempts, before there were takedown attempts, and got underhooks super quick. Even when he didn't have underhooks, he was able to, without underhooks, stand in such a strong posture against the fence that Fluffy couldn't go any lower because he had his back against the fence, trapping where his hands are wrapped. And he couldn't shift downward just based off of that because of leverage and just knowledge. So basically, long story, less long, Sean Strickland is a genius in there. Even if you look at his wins, man, like his notable wins, Paulo Costa, Imavov, Brendan Allen, Fluffy Hernandez now, and Israel Adesanya. So we're talking about a guy who's an ex-champ, who has beaten ex-champions, and guys who are about to now fight for championships.
Yeah.
He is extremely high IQ and hangs on to his reserve tank really well. And he doesn't get enough credit because his mouth does a disservice.
His mouth, yeah. Like one thing I did like that he did, where no one else, I've never seen anyone else do that, was call in Fluffy to be part of his, even though Fluffy didn't say anything in it, and like
it's kind of awkward. I would have been like, can you let me go? I just lost.
And they obviously gave him his own interview after, but it was still cool that he called him over, and he was very like, I don't even know what's the word, but he was just a good sport overall,
Very humble.
Yeah, exactly. Very humble. He gave Fluffy a lot of credit for being tough. Yeah, I mean, it's his mouth that I feel like people overlook him for, like want to hate him, want to see him lose, and he does say a lot of wild shit. Even Paramount cut his mic off after.
Yeah, I was about to mention that.
We're done with this shit, bro. We can't. That's enough for one night.
Well, I think they were under fire about some comments he made about Bad Bunny. He called him a gay slur.
Yeah.
Live on Paramount is nuts, and not saying is right or wrong, or do I agree with cancel culture or do I not? But when you work for a corporation, that corporation will have some rules in place and a code of conduct. And that's any of us.
Yeah.
So like, I agree, bro. Let the dude go out there, and if he's gonna make a fool out of himself by speaking on people and calling slurs and being an idiot, he's gonna have some idiots that follow that and think that that's cool. But then he's gonna have people who think he's an asshole, and it's gonna sell. And he still has to get in there and fight.
And then he does things like spar with the kid and show his like soft side. And
he's realistically, man, what he does after a fight and who he is in the gym. He's the leader of a huge gym. The leader.
Yeah.
And from being in these gyms, you don't just get that kind of position as a person or a fighter without being about that.
Yeah.
You have to show up a certain way consistently in order to really have that kind of what do you call, not power, that's not a good word for it, but that kind of title or responsibility tied to your
grown men.
From other grown-ass men. Some are older than you, some are heavier than you, some fight better than you.
Yeah. But they still, for some reason,
they still respect
chose you as one of their leaders.
So yeah, it's sad almost that this is what sells. It says more about society than it does about Sean Strickland to me. You know what I mean? Yeah. But one thing it is he's gonna go in there and he's gonna be the smarter fighter. No, he's gonna be the smarter fighter in the cage. He's going to be the idiot and the jester outside of it every time. He's gonna look like the idiot, and then he's gonna go in there and be 30 to 40 points higher on the IQ test than anybody, man. He's such a strong mind inside the cage. And his wins have said that. I mean, I'm not mad if he gets a title shot again, just based off of what he's done. Yeah. But yeah, I don't think he will, man, because he gets up there and he says
crazy
the F-bomb, you know what I'm saying?
Also, and he did post it, and I will agree, that fucking girl who was asking him the questions, She was hunting for that shit.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know who that girl is, but she didn't have one good question. Like, and I remember watching the interview or whatever, the media day, whichever one it was. And I'm like, yo, this girl didn't have one smart MMA question. And then when he asked her an MMA question, she was like, I don't know. That's for you to answer. No, bitch. Like, if you're going to be in here asking about shit like that, like, you know your shit too, because now you're just in here. What she was doing, rage baiting him, trying to get him, because you know what Sean's gonna say if you ask him dumb shit like that, especially when like he's already expressed his feelings on his own platform. So you know what his answers are gonna be. So then when you get him here on this stage, you're gonna ask him the same fucking questions you already know the answers to try and get a response out of him. So I don't know who that girl was, and I know Dana White's not gonna go around telling people who you can't come, you can't, but like, bro, she didn't have any good fucking questions the whole night. You know what I'm saying? Even to Fluffy, she didn't have any good questions. I'm like, this bitch don't know what she's
we have
about.
reporters now in every facet of entertainment that are just looking for political clickbait.
Yeah. And then you got people like Nina Drama, who another female, who she does great content. Everybody gives her shit. But it's like if she replaced that girl and she was in the crowd, I bet you she wouldn't ask such a dumb fucking question.
People love that.
You know what I'm saying?
Bait them to say something we don't like so we can be in outrage.
She
and do nothing.
No good fucking questions.
And essentially do nothing.
Yeah, if you had one, it's one, and then ask some good shit. But like, you didn't ask no MMA questions, nothing of substance.
Bro. Yeah, so, but what a great fight. What a great performance. Fluffy Hernandez, I believe he'll be back.
Yeah.
I believe he just lost to a really good knee because that knee's dropping it. That knee's dropping anybody. We know that. We know that from experience. I've been dropped by that knee.
Yeah.
I've dropped people with that knee. And anytime I see that land, it looks like I'm automatically like, yeah, absolutely he dropped. And I could see people get knocked upside the head and be like, I don't know. That didn't look, that didn't look that bad. And you know it's anything could shut the lights off, but you know when you see a body shot land like that, it's over.
Yeah.
So shout out to Fluffy anyway. He's a dog, like Sean Strickland said at the end of the fight. He's a tough dude. He'll be back. I think he'll fight somewhere in that top 10 anyway. So he'll be able to kind of secure that if he's able to get a win on his next one, which I think he should be able to.
Yeah. Right? Yeah. I mean, you're not going to run into Sean Strickland again. Not in your next fight. You know what I'm saying? So
real tough puzzle. Yeah. And what else, man? There were some other cool fights on there. Anything else you want to talk about on that card?
Yeah. We had Medich. Is that how you say his name? Right?
Yeah, Medich.
Medich versus Neal. That was a good fight. That was a really good one. Jeff Neal, like I don't think and I know he wins, obviously. He's in the UFC, but when he was walking out, I was thinking, I was like, maybe I'm just missing specific cards, but I don't think I've ever seen him win a fight. Ever seen him. Every time I watch him, I'm about to stop watching him. I've
never watched a card, I don't think, that he's won on.
He's won,
unless he's been in the prelims and I just so happen to be winning, but wasn't.
That's my point. It's like it must be when I'm not watching, because every time I watch, I'm starting to feel bad for him. I'm not gonna watch his fights no more because he keeps fucking losing every time I watch him. But then I hear about how great he is and all the shit that he does, and then I see highlights and I'm like, when did these fights happen?
I think this is his toughest to fight. Skid face down on the canvas twice in a row is rough.
Yeah.
I mean, lights out. Medich went in there, bro, and made quick work. Quick work.
He looked fucking good,
bro.
What is he ranked? I don't remember. What
he'll be ranked like 9 now, or he'll take Neal's spot, whatever it was. But he was, I think he might have even been outside of the top 15. That's his third fight in the UFC, if I'm not mistaken, and that is his third first round finish, bro. And it looked a little chaotic.
Yeah.
It was a kind of a sloppy exchange, but he placed the left hook so nasty, bro. Just swung right on the chin, dropped him, walked off, started doing a little jig. He started hitting a little, I don't even know what the dance was. It was foreign, but it was a little American too. He had like a little American vibe. So he said, right? But then he walked the way he walked off to the other side, he circled it. Bro, I said, hold on, this guy got a little star power. I said, maybe this guy is actually kind of a star. Then he got on the mic.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, man. Tell the people, man. Tell the people how my man Medich was on the mic with it, bro.
To be honest, I don't even remember what he said.
Oh, no. He said, first of all, You know I gotta shout my dog Jesus Christ out. Yo, he said I gotta shout my guy Jesus Christ. Without him, I ain't nothing. Salute, right? Then he said, but let me let y'all know something. There's a new star here, because I'm gonna keep knocking motherfuckers out. Just like that to the whole crowd. Say, you just said Jesus Christ.
Now he said,
I
didn't say it at the same time.
Now he said, motherfuckers gonna get knocked out every time. But he had a really cool message, and that was, look, I've been in that position before. He said, I hate to watch it. They let him watch the knockout back. And then Medich said, I hate to see that, but I've been on that side of it, and that's the game we play. And I can be on that side of it again. But until then, I'm going to be knocking motherfuckers out. And then after that, I'm going to be knocking motherfuckers out again. Because it's one thing. You're going to get fucking knocked out. What's important is you get right back up and you keep pushing and you knock motherfuckers out back. And it was really cool, man. He had and it was in a short amount of time too. They didn't even have to say, okay, wait a minute. When they started kind of rushing you, he told them when he was done.
All that, and then he said,
and it was
out.
Yeah, he was real concise with his message. And then I'm thinking the whole time, wow, this guy's killing it on the mic. And then afterward, the commentators were like, well, that's how you take advantage of your mic time.
Right like my boy Wing C, my new favorite fighter.
Oh, come on, Wing C, man. You already know. Friend of the show, bro.
Yeah.
Why you playing?
He's commenting GIFs.
Come on, bro.
Wing C is basically catch the fade, fam.
Yeah, low key, bro. We might get some merch.
Soon. We might have to get Wing C on the show.
A helmet, a Wing C helmet.
I'm getting the headband.
Yeah.
Headband.
Oh, Wing C headbands?
Wing C headbands.
Come on, man.
I mean, I'm not tattooing that shit, but I'll wear it.
I didn't even know it was a tattoo till the other day.
Yeah. When he was fighting and that shit didn't wipe off with the sweat.
Bro, I said, wait a minute. No, I thought it was a headband. I'm slow like that
like,
too.
yo, they let him fight with a headband
Bro,
on?
I said, yo, he be fighting with the headband. How his shit ain't never got knocked off? I said, he's good defensively.
He's real good.
I said, he's defensively responsible because the headband ain't never fell off or moved.
It wasn't when he was on Street Beefs originally. It wasn't. He wore a headband while fighting.
Okay,
but like I feel like the only thing it could be is that now that you're fighting, they're not gonna let you wear that shit. So he was like, nah, I need my headband. Like that's what gives me my powers.
Yeah.
So I need my headband. So he got that shit tatted. But in Street Beefs, you can wear it. Ain't no fucking rules in Street Beefs. Like, oh, you can't wear a headband, bro. We're fighting in Satan's backyard.
This is not sanctioned.
Chicken wire. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. But now he said, I need my headband for my powers, bro. Like,
it's hilarious.
Like, it's non-negotiable, so he got it tatted.
Yeah.
But yeah, shout out Wing C.
Yeah, shout out Wing C. Shout out Medich. Big win over Jeff Neal.
Yeah.
He'll be in the top 15, top 10. 3 straight finishes. 3 straight finishes. He's looking like the real deal right now.
Shout out Milky Costa.
Another star in the making.
Another one, yeah, man.
Another star in the making.
What up, bro? His kicks are nuts. His kicks are insane. That spinning back kick to the face. I don't know if it was supposed to go to the face because Ige did duck a little bit into the kick. So whether he meant for it to be to the face or not, it was beautiful. It put Dan Ige to sleep, obviously, or put Dan Ige down eventually to sleep.
It was bad.
Yeah, it was a bad kick. But I just wasn't sure if that's where it meant to go. I think it was supposed to be a body shot. And Danny Ige kind of ducked into it, unfortunately. And he's now the first person to ever put Danny Ige out to finish him.
Yeah, really effective kicks. Changing levels with kicks to the leg, to the body. He landed a teep to the face that's when I was like, no, yeah. I see why Dan Ige's never been finished because it was flush. That teep to the face was...
Should look like John Silva's teep to the face.
Exactly. It was perfectly timed and it landed perfectly. And then he had really good short knees in the clinch. Every time they got close and into that clinch, he took advantage and landed 2 to 3 short knees. And then eventually he got to that spinning back kick right to the chin. His heel flush on the chin. Dan Ige, what it appeared to me like, it looked like Dan Ige got his jaw broken. The way he landed, because he grimaced and he put his hand up. Well, grimace is a crazy word. But grimace is crazy.
I didn't expect grimace.
But that's
grimace.
No,
it is. That was exactly.
That's media Migs.
It fits.
No, that's media Migs. That's media Migs, man. Don't make me change the handle.
All right.
Don't make me change the handle, man. That's media mix. So he
Media mix.
grimaced, but no, he made that grimace face, and he looked like something really, really hurt. Which of course it hurts, but you know when those guys are in there with the adrenaline that's going through them, to make that pain face, it's either a body shot or if it's something up top or something got really hurt. So it looked like something got hurt in his jaw. And then the finish, of course, it wasn't the most flush ground and pound, but if you're not answering back until the referee makes the space for you, then
that's when you started to get up when the guy's not hitting you no more. Then that doesn't count.
Well, he gave you the space,
exactly.
right? So that's 6 straight finishes for Milky Costa.
He's good, man.
He called out Diego Lopez.
Diego was in the crowd too.
I'm not mad at that.
Me either.
A guy just got a free title shot. He got to buy one, get one.
For real. Basically,
he got the BOGO.
They say, yo, take this first one. If you lose, don't worry.
Don't worry, you get another one. It's the twofer. How you like that word?
Twofer.
I said grimace so far, and I said twofer.
Twofer.
I'm on a run today.
It heard me.
No. Hey, look, I've quieted my voice, but I've amplified my vocabulary.
Brought the intellect today.
Come on, son. Yeah, I'm not mad at it. He got the buy one get one title shot, bro.
Yeah,
make him fight down.
That'll be a good one. No, he definitely has to fight down because I mean, what's up? Up is another title shot, so that's it.
We're talking about way down because it's 14, but I don't care.
That's okay because
it's a nice 14.
He was way down and should have. I mean, what was he for the first
14? I want to say, bro.
No, for the first title shot.
No, but he got up there by beating,
but very quickly,
Brian Ortega.
Very quickly.
Or was that in between?
Brian Ortega was after losing to Volk.
Who was right before that gave him the title shot? But anyway, before that, he fought all the way up to get there.
Hopped over a lot of people. Exactly. So you could take an exciting fight from below because that's going to be an exciting fight. That kid is good. Diego Lopez is going to have to figure him out because Diego Lopez don't go in there with a lot of IQ. He goes in there with a lot of just heart and just he's what Sean Strickland be trying to pretend to be, stand nipple to nipple and throw shots.
Yeah.
That's what Diego Lopez is. But Milky's smart. Like those kicks weren't just
no, they were methodical, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Those were putting a puzzle together
to
make you have to eventually figure something out and slip into something like a spinning back kick. And it was perfectly placed, perfectly timed. Yeah, Milky Costa versus Diego Lopez. I say make it happen. And they said they will be in I think they're going to Brazil. And so he said, yo, what's up? Let's fight in Brazil.
But now he's Brazilian again.
Who
Diego Lopez. He was Mexican for the past year. He was Mexican. He was fighting on all the Mexican cards for the last year and a half. Now he said, let's go to Brazil. I gotta try this one in Brazil. That's what it was. He wasn't in Brazil.
Yeah.
He didn't have his Brazilian fan base. That was his Mexican fan base.
It's good being two things, though. Sure.
So Jacoby, not Bryant.
Jacoby Smith versus Josiah Harrell.
Yes, sir. That was a good fight, man. He looks really good. I'm going to talk about the finish, so you can go first.
Okay.
To be honest, I don't remember too much of the fight. I was kind of dozing off. I had to drink some coffee after that one.
Another one, quick work.
Yeah.
Dude, Jacoby Smith. He might be the most dangerous fighter at 170, and that's saying a lot. We have Carlos Prates. We have Ian Gary. The champ is Islam Makhachev. But Jacoby Smith.
Yeah, that's a big thing.
Three straight finishes, 6 straight wins. He's knocking people's heads off. What he did in this fight was calm pressure. We spoke with Matt about calm pressure in his match, in his Muay Thai championship match. Yeah. A lot of the same. A very calm. You could tell there were just always constant pressures, feint on the level change, feints, boom, body shot, teep, body kick. He landed a body kick, bro. One of the body kicks, it sounded like, those gunshot body kicks.
Yeah.
It just sounded like, blow. And then Josiah Harrell goes for a takedown. Looks like he secures it.
Does some flip.
Bro.
Flip over his own shoulders.
Reversal into side control. From side control, lands 2 ground and pound shots. Puts his lights out. Lights out. No torque from the hip. No floor. No legs. Nothing to bring that power across. still puts his lights out right here. Wang, wang, keeps going. The ref got there a little
bit too
late.
long.
And this is a guy who just came off of brain surgery. So you don't like to see that. Nobody likes to see anybody go out like that. And especially when it's a late stoppage. But then if you're thinking about this guy's backstory and coming back from a brain surgery and everything, you go, well, I really hope this guy's okay. But if they let him in there, fair game, right?
Yeah, I gotta do what I gotta do. But the ref was there a little bit late for sure. But then also, he didn't stop when the ref stopped him. So I was kind of a little on the fence about that one.
Yeah.
I get being in the moment. I get.
Yeah, and it was
having
bang
to
bang
stop.
still. So it wasn't like
I don't know.
that long past, I don't think.
I don't
From
know.
my perspective.
The way, from what I saw, or at least how I remember it, the ref got his hand on him, and he probably still landed 2 after the hand. 2 shots after you get stopped, I feel like is a lie. You can feel when the ref, like it wasn't like the ref tapped him on his back. You know, the ref was there, granted late. He was there late already to begin with. Excuse me. But to then land another, what I remember being at least 2 shots, like that's a little bit much when you know the guy's out when you're already hitting him. You know the fight is finished, but it's not your job to stop. You keep going, obviously.
Yeah.
But you know he's out. You already felt that he was out.
Yeah, you felt that limp.
He even said it. I felt him go limp. So if you felt him go limp, granted, you keep hitting until the ref comes. But then when the ref is there, you felt him go limp, but you didn't feel the ref on you. You know, it was a little bit much. And then to see the way the guy was getting up after even his interview was almost already done, and the guy was still barely able to get up. You know what I'm saying?
It was rough.
It was a little scary to see, and then I didn't even know he was coming back from brain surgery. So
yeah, man.
it was a bit much, but that's
Name of the game, right?
It's part of the game. Yeah, man. You know, sometimes you're gonna get hit a couple of extra times. Sometimes, you know, you're gonna be on the receiving end. It sucks. It sucks to see, because that should be making you think like, damn, like that could be me if I choose to, you know, get in the ring. So it's like, that's scary.
That's the name of the game. And we're talking about, like we said, kind of hammering this one in, but after brain surgery, the ref can be a little bit late to change your life forever. So
for real.
That's why they say you don't play fighting. You know, I play that shit. I be playing that shit. But yeah, other than that, there was a few more on there. Oh, well, actually, before I segue into that, real quick. So with Jacoby Smith, that's 3 straight finishes, 6 wins. Looks like one of the most dangerous in 170. We just spoke on Medich versus Jeff Neal. That's another guy in 170 who looks like a real dangerous contender. Do you think they should match them up nice and early and see who's really made for it out of the 2 of them? Or do you think they should save them for later on down the line?
They're going to have to match them up. There's too many guys.
There's too many guys. It's top
waiting.
heavy. Yeah.
Like there's the champ, obviously in Islam. There's, like you said, there's Michael Morales. There's Carlos Prates. There's Ian Gary. There's Shavkat in a few years when he decides to come back, when his fucking tour with the Secret Service in Russia or wherever he's from is at. You know, there's what, 5, 6, 7 guys up there like that could all be in line for title shots, that are all good enough for title shots. So they're gonna have to match them guys up early. Who else so they can, you know what I'm saying? Like if they go up there and start beating those guys, then it's like, damn, them guys waited for title shots and then got destroyed by these up and comers. Which, I mean, that's also part of the game too. But match them up now. One's gonna lose, obviously, and he'll still probably work his way back up. It'll just be at a slower pace. So now you're staggering these guys. Now you got whoever wins is going to get there quicker. Then whoever loses got to come back. But he's on a slower path, but he's staggered off.
He's still there.
Something, you know what I'm saying? Because you got both of them coming up. Then they go, next thing you know, they beat 2 contenders. Then what? Now we got 2 new contenders. It's like, what about them other contenders? So just match them up now.
Yeah.
See maybe one of them's not made for it.
Yeah. You know? In my opinion, I think they both made good call outs and telling call outs. So with Medich, he called out Leon Edwards. They're going to be in Belgrade, Serbia. Medich even joked that.
Going to Serbia?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Belgrade's crazy, though. Belgrade's
been there.
dope.
I keep saying, have we been there? Like I'm part of the UFC, but has the UFC been there before?
No, this is going to be their first time in Serbia.
Shit. That's crazy.
So they're going to Belgrade, Serbia.
You know what it is?
Medich is from around that area. I believe he's Czech, but he could be Serbian. Go ahead.
No, sorry, Eddie,
It's
before
okay.
you get off of
Yeah.
Serbia, but like, have you seen their basketball games?
Oh, they're crazy, bro.
They're nuts, dude.
It's fire.
Like, bro, their basketball games,
Bro,
or
cigarettes.
any sport is insane. Like, they look like a wave. It's nuts,
Bro,
like the stadiums they play these basketball games in over there.
When they were talking about Jokic, they were like, y'all think y'all making him nervous?
Yeah, exactly.
They were like, he's from Serbia, bro.
Bro, that's
different.
Oh, man, I can't wait for that card. That's going to be nuts.
Yeah, Serbia's going to be crazy.
It's gonna be cool.
So they're going to be going to Serbia. Medich mentioned, hey, he asked the president, he said, hey, if I can get some help with immigration, they've been giving me some issues. So I'm trying to get over to Serbia, but I'd like to get Leon Rocky Edwards over there. So that's a telling call out. One wants to be getting up there a little bit, while Jacoby Smith said, hey, let me get Kevin Holland, which is not an easy matchup, but it isn't pushing you up there. They're probably the same level of competition, to be honest. It doesn't really make sense to say that because one has been a champion and one fights more responsibly, I guess you could say, but they're just as tough.
Kevin Holland was a champion?
No, Leon.
Oh, you're talking about in the call out.
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
yeah.
I thought you were talking
All
about
good.
Jacoby.
Yeah, so, Leon Edwards has been a champion. Kevin Holland hasn't, but that's just about the same amount of risk that either one is taking. One gets you way closer to the title, though. So that's kind of why I asked.
Call out.
Yeah.
Yeah, now that I forgot that he called Kevin Holland out, but I'm not too crazy about that. I wonder if I'm Jacoby obviously
he should be wanting to get up a little higher up there.
Like, yeah, like if you're gonna go against someone so dangerous,
let it be up there.
Kevin Holland could be up there if he
took it more seriously.
With what the fights he takes and just picks, and he'd be up there as well. So you're fighting somebody who
could be up there.
Yeah, that caliber of a fighter, but he'd just be fighting for fun and money. He just loves to fight. So that might not be the best call out. Yeah. You got to go Leon Edwards.
Yeah.
But also Leon Edwards has been on a losing streak, so he's got to win one soon. You don't want to be the guy that Leon is in there and finally it clicks back together. You don't want to be the guy in there against Leon Edwards when he clicks.
Yeah, but if I'm competition, I'm looking at Leon Edwards like, you're comfortable.
Yeah.
You're comfortable, you're complacent, and you got a nice number next to your name, bro. I'm coming to take that from you because I know you're cool with your Benz. Yeah. Like you look like you're cool with your Benz. You got to your title. That's what you wanted. You just wanted to be a champion once. Let me come get that number real quick. Yeah. With Kevin Holland is like, he just in there because he just wants to fight and make some money. And he'll knock you out or you'll knock him out, but he don't give a damn.
Yeah.
And that's a way more dangerous opponent to me. Not somebody who's complacent, somebody who is active.
And in beating him doesn't really get you anywhere.
And the activity, the amount of activity. And then it doesn't get you up there because he's bouncing in between two weight classes. He's fighting 5 times a year. He loses 3 times in a row. Then he wins 4 times in a row. And it's like, just a dangerous fight, but both very makeable fights. I think Medich can get a Leon Edwards, especially with the way he was on the mic, bro.
Yeah, that'll be a good one. I'm for that fight. I'm for both fights.
Yeah, both make sense. Both make sense.
I mean, even if you win, that shit ain't gonna do nothing for you. But yeah, I'm all for both of those call outs. I did watch the highlights for Ryan Garcia. Did you get to watch the fight or the highlights?
I watched full fight highlights. So basically,
That's what I watched.
Same.
For them highlights, he looked on another level. I really thought Barrios was gonna come in there and I had Ryan Garcia winning, but I thought Barrios was gonna put up some kind of a different fight.
Barrios is a monster.
Yeah, from what I've seen, I don't watch a lot of boxing anymore, but from what I've seen of him, he looked like he was gonna put up a way better fight. And everyone gives Ryan Garcia shit for all he has is a left hook. All he has is a left hook. That left hook, he barely used that shit yesterday.
He used it as bait. He used it as a decoy.
Yeah. His new shit is the right overhand.
Because everybody's so worried about the left hook.
Yeah, and he came with a whole new weapon that looked just as potent
and
as
just
the
as
fucking
fast.
left hook. And to get the back power hand over that fast that many times, it was there all night. But when you have to worry about a left hand that just zips through anything all night, it's hard to keep your mind on keeping the defense responsible on both of those sides, man. Yeah, so he took full advantage of that the whole time.
Yeah, knocked him down early in the first round and then skated through the rest of that fight.
Yeah.
And then I believe there was an actual 120, 108 scorecard, which would mean 12 rounds to 0.
Yeah.
And there was an official 120 to 108, which would be 10-9 in 12 rounds. So domination, called out Shakur
But the first
Stevenson.
round had to be a
It had to be a 10-8.
10-8.
So one round got one. Yeah, but you
That's
know
what
what?
I'm saying.
I'm just saying like a
sweep,
clean spread, yeah.
That was I mean, from the highlight, again, it was the highlights.
Yeah, but
they're gonna, you know, obviously he got more
I read up on
highlights.
it as well. Like I read some articles.
It looked like
across the
clean
board.
sweep.
Anytime you have a 120 to 108, a 119 to 109, and that was pretty much all three scorecards, a dominant scorecards. Yeah. And like I told you, man, they say he might be back on the Oster ring.
Oh no,
because he was looking like Ivan Drago in fight camp. Bro, have you seen him hitting the back? The thing about Ryan Garcia, man, he can be just as good as any of these guys. Like I said, he called Shakur Stevenson out. That doesn't not make sense to me.
Yeah.
But you'll see the top of the heap over there in those lower weight classes, the 30s, the 40s, that they kind of look down on him. But I don't think it's because of a matter of skill. I think it's because of a matter of how serious they take it compared to him. He looks like at any given moment when he does lock in, he's just as good as any of them. He looks like he's just having a little bit more fun.
Yeah.
You know, he's having a little bit more fun outside
Oscar
the ring.
De La Hoya's little protege.
It's what it is, bro.
Even though I can't stand seeing De La Hoya stand behind him. But I hate seeing this man standing back there with his stupid ass suit and his fucking leathery face looking stupid
leathery
as
face.
fuck. Yeah, he just looks old but young at the same time. Like, I can't stand, like, shit. No, it really be getting me mad. We got to see it. And I used to like him as a fighter. I'm not gonna lie. Except when he fought.
Young and old at the same
No, he does.
It's
He
crazy.
does. Like,
yo, he had
yeah. He looks like a bloated
with abs is crazy.
Yeah,
because he got the ab surgery.
I don't know what it is.
Yo, he got the ab surgery, so he got a beer belly, but he got abs on the front.
I haven't seen his.
Now he got abs on the front instead of the back. You know how we usually, if you get a little beer belly, I've had it, but my abs still back there. Now he put his shit in the front.
He said, "Throw him on top,
like a McLaren, a McLaren trunk in the front." You know what I'm saying? He said, "Nah, my abs in the front." You know what I mean? Young and old.
Yeah, man. He needs to just get rid of Oscar, bro, so you could stop being like him, and maybe they'll take it a little.
He's getting really rich, man. That kid's getting really rich.
Yeah, he is.
He's getting the big fights still.
Yeah.
Right? He's getting championship fights now.
His first title.
He's fought Tank Davis. He beat the shit out of Devin Haney. He's probably going to get Shakur Stevenson. Do what you want. Have fun on the outside. Get all the girls. Throw all the parties in your 20s. Get all the money. Try not to end up in rehab. Try not to end up broke, right? Those things are really easy to make happen when the other stuff is going on, but many have done it responsibly. So maybe Oscar De La Hoya is not the right example because he did end up in rehab and running around in panties.
Fucking, dressed like a woman.
Yeah, he had panties on his head and high heels. He was wilding. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I'm telling you, man, that guy was a fucking menace.
Yeah, he was doing
out the ring.
Yo, we got to get that card. Oscar De La Hoya in the panties and the high heels and shit. That trading card, we take Jalen Brunson and we throw Oscar De La Hoya in the panties and Dennis Rodman in the dress for a replacement poster.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe he's not the best example for that. But also, bro, if all the things are happening, you're making the money, you're getting the titles, and you're fighting the best out there, and you just don't take it quite as seriously, we can't put value on what is important in his life. So if having that fun in the 20s and having those stories to tell is what he's after, he's doing a really good job at it. And I'm not going to tell him to do any different because I'm a barber at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, that's my take on that. Really good fight from him. I hope he does get Shakur Stevenson, bro.
That would be a good fight. I'd like to see that.
I would love that. Speaking of boxing, Conor Benn recently got signed to Zuffa Boxing, which is the UFC's and the UFC's and Dana White's boxing promotion.
Yeah.
An 8-figure deal for one fight is
8 figures.
That's millions. So that's once you hit $1 million.
That's the second.
Oh no, that's tens of millions. Sorry. Yeah, that's tens of millions. So it's rumored, $15 million, one fight. Right? Conor Benn has never had a pay-per-view.
I was about to say, I don't even know who Conor Benn is. That's why I was letting you take the lead on that one.
Yeah, he's never fought for a pay-per-view. He's not quite a household name. He comes from a prolific father who was a very prolific British boxer, and he's made a name for himself, but he's never fought on a pay-per-view. And this is in 3 fights. If this is a $15 million deal.
You said one fight.
So I'm saying, so if this is what is rumored to be a $15 million deal, within 3 fights now, the last 3 fights, he'd have made over $30 million, which is as much as Conor McGregor made in his whole entire UFC career, more than Khabib made in his whole entire career, and then plenty more than anybody after that or underneath that.
Yeah.
So how do you think UFC fighters feel about a 1-fight, $15 million deal for a promotion that ain't nobody really watching, bro? The ring looks raggedy. You saw Eddie Hearn talking about it. The ring looks raggedy. Ain't nobody watching it. They got him in some corny ass shorts.
I haven't seen it.
You know, they don't even let him have swag, and that's one of the cool things.
Nobody.
Yeah, they don't let him drip nothing.
Swag,
it's like, bro, that's one of the coolest things about boxing. When we talked to Stone Cold Steph, she was like, yo, one of the main differences is like, yo, I got to put that shit on now. Because it's very, Muay Thai's like that as well. A lot of things are tennis. If you put me in tennis, I'm gonna try to have the crazy drip. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna be out there shitty as fuck, but I'm
but I'm trying to look. So, but you know, with boxing, that expression of self comes through in the shorts and the sneakers and motherfuckers that have the Chrome Hearts custom or you know, and that's one of the coolest things. So they don't even have their own personality.
Timberland boot.
Yeah, the dude had this. Yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's off-white. I think Gervonta done put that shit on a couple times, you know? So it's like they're taking the personality out of it. They have this under one umbrella situation going on. And that's what people really watch boxing for, if any, now. You know, like if anybody watches boxing, it's because of that. So they took that away, and now you're able to give somebody $15 million for 1 fight. For a promotion that nobody's watching now, and you're not setting it up for anybody to watch later. While you have UFC fighters that everybody wants to pay attention to,
and you ain't paying them,
and you're not paying them.
Close to that.
How you feel about that?
I didn't really think about it.
Man, talk your shit, man.
I really didn't think about it that way. At first, I was like, oh man, that's a lot of money, because I'm used to boxers making that kind of money. So it seems like a little bit of money compared to like what the top boxers make. So but also I ain't never heard of Conor Benn.
Exactly.
I was like, man, this guy must be good. He came from.
You never heard of Caleb Walsh before the UFC either. Before Dana White started screaming his name.
I can't remember if I did or not. But either way, same. Like I never heard of Conor Benn and didn't think about it in the sense of like, UFC is a way bigger product. It makes you way more money. So why are they not? Like if the money's there, but also Turkey wasn't involved. Like Turkey's involved with Zuffa Boxing now, right? If I'm not mistaken.
That's what Eddie Hearn said. He said, that's your daddy.
Yeah,
Turkey. I work for my father.
But he's never been involved in UFC. So that's one thing you could probably say is like, now you have this new person in boxing who's making these boxing fights happen. He must not be the UFC fan, or maybe he approached Dana, was like, yo, bro, let's get these guys some more money. And Dana was like, hey, brother, stick to boxing. Don't come over here and try to pay my guys. These are my guys. You know? I don't know. But it does seem kind of crazy that this company's definitely bringing you in way more money. Next thing you know, the slap contracts get revealed and they're making more money than the UFC fighters too. Man. And they're just using UFC to power the whole vehicle. And then you got these, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
Even then, I don't see viral moments being able to come from Zuffa Boxing like I do even Power Slap. Right. So I think what you said is the main factor. Turkey Al-Ashish.
Yeah. Like
Turkey Al-Ashish.
He's the one paying that.
He's the one with the amount of money that he can just throw away and make something happen right now. But that's a real dangerous recipe because that's how things tank and people get paid and get a bag and bye. You guys gonna tank anyway. Yeah, y'all gonna tank. Yeah, exactly.
He went over there to
y'all gonna tank, but y'all got a little extra bread for me before y'all tank?
Yeah.
Throw it at the wall, brother. I'm the wall. You know what I mean? So Anyway, yeah, that's an interesting that's an interesting that's an interesting thing. That's an interesting topic. I'd like to see how that gets played out too. What some of these UFC fighters have to say about it. I don't really want to see anybody too much pocket watching and too salty though.
Yeah.
But I would like to see what they think and see how they can probably push for themselves to get more money. But
Yeah, why is Turkey not interested in UFC? I mean, I feel like he was a part of the whole Francis going over to PFL and
Yeah.
boxing and shit. So
well, he did the Sphere as well.
yeah, so he clearly likes MMA and UFC in particular. So it's like,
Well, you
why,
know,
why you only gonna partner with this man for boxing? You got all these other boxers. They'd be like, yo, lead the boxing over there, bro.
No, I believe
take
he
over
does.
the boxers that are already out.
I believe he does some funding for UFC as well. And that's actually interesting because going into our next topic, which was going to be Ronda Rousey versus Gina Carano, Ronda Rousey actually had some interesting words to say about why they
She
didn't.
always got some interesting
Yeah,
words to
for
say
sure.
about people.
No, she actually she spoke on why that fight isn't going to be happening with the UFC and how it was supposed to be happening with the UFC. She spoke with Dana White, who was extremely excited to make it happen. And what happened was Gina Carano ended up needing some more time to get ready for that fight, kind of cut down more in weight, get a little bit more in shape. So they ended up switching over to Paramount within that amount of time. And once they did that, the money that was agreed upon, which was going to be record-setting money for what Ronda has achieved, what numbers she's been able to put up, and what that fight would have probably brought in as far as viewers go. Once they signed over to Paramount, that number was no longer there. So Ronda Rousey theorized that because they signed that $7 billion deal, the objective now is to spend the least amount of money on fights so that the budget is consistently under what they're getting paid, because now you work for a big corporation who put a budget in place and they said, this is what you're worth.
Yeah.
Now fall as much under that so the company can pocket. And they're not, what Ronda Rousey was basically alluding to was they are not interested in putting the biggest fights together anymore. They're not interested in paying fighters the biggest amount of money to make these fights happen, because the fights are still going to happen. Fights are still going to happen, and they will inevitably be on Paramount anyway. So the less they can pay, the better. So speaking of that, they're going to be fighting with MVP, Jake Paul's promotions, on Netflix May 16th. But yeah, so basically UFC has no interest right now in paying big money to UFC fighters, I guess. Only Conor Ben.
Like, oh, this shit only costs $8.99 a month now, so y'all get $8.99 worth of fights.
Yeah, Conor Ben gets all the money, guys.
Yeah, sorry, buddy.
It's crazy.
Nah, that's Dana. He's buying more bulls for his bull riding.
They got rodeos too?
That's where he's spending his money on bulls and boxers,
instead
of these fucking fighters that got him there. But I'm excited to see that. I was a huge Ronda Rousey fan when Ronda was on top. I was heartbroken when she lost to Holly Holm. I remember that was my first favorite female fighter, you know? I am excited. I never really seen Gina fight, so I'm gonna have to go back and watch those fights.
Muay Thai, baby. Muay Thai.
That's what she was a Muay Thai fighter?
She's a Muay Thai fighter.
Oh, got it. Yeah,
she did. She's 7-1 in MMA, but she's known for Muay Thai.
For her Muay Thai. Okay, got you. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and look. But I'm excited either way. I'm excited for low key for it to be on MVP. Because
Me too.
I want to see it. I want to see. Well, first of all, are there going to be other cool, good MMA fights on the card? Because all we know now is Ronda Rousey. I haven't heard of no other fights on that card. I feel like he's going to put together some wild shit, maybe some legends.
Jeffrey Epstein coming back. He's going to make his appearance.
He's going to lose. He's decrepit and old by this time.
I hope so.
I don't know. I'm excited to
see.
you threw me off on that one. I'm excited to see who he puts on this card. He being Jake Paul, whoever his team, whoever puts the fights together. Because it'll be weird to be a whole boxing card and then just have one MMA card. This is marketed as their first MMA card event, whatever they want to call it. So I'm excited to see who else fights on this, because if you got Ronda and Gina, I mean, what other big names are you gonna get? I mean, it don't get that much bigger than Ronda Rousey unless you're going to get Conor McGregor.
Yeah.
But I mean, Dana White was just talking about, he was talking to Conor McGregor. He talks to Conor McGregor a lot. And that he is still something of interest for the White House card. So like, he's still in talks about fighting. He said he was even willing to take a no-name fight. And that Conor taking a no-name fight would be crazy. I don't know what's no-name. You know, like,
give him Roofy.
that's not no-name though.
That's as no name as it's getting for Conor McGregor.
That's my point. Is like, what's no name? Because no name to me is
no
Conor
name.
Ben.
Yeah.
Fight Conor Ben. That's
Conor.
no name. I don't know who the fuck
the
Conor
boxing
Ben is.
fans gonna be like, "Are you serious?
Or
You don't know the work
he
he's
can fight
put in?"
Wing C. That's a no name in the fighting world.
Well, put it this way: Shakur Stevenson. Remember, Shakur Stevenson just got that dub, that nasty dub.
Yeah.
Him and Conor Ben was after the post fight argument that was going on in the ring. It was Conor Ben and Shakur Stevenson, and they've even had some back and forth talking about, yo, you're a boxer, I'm a brawler. And then Shakur Stevenson was like, well, then I'm gonna box your head off. You know what I mean? So Conor Ben has his little, you know what I'm saying? His little get up. He's dope.
Yeah.
But I get what you mean. So he's kind of like a roofie of the boxing world as far as like name goes. But as far as no names go, man, how no name are we gonna get? Somebody who's on the prelims or somebody who's on the early prelim?
Yeah, what are we doing? Like, he said no name. Connor's gonna be like, no, I meant no name to me. You know what I mean? Like, who's no name to me?
Yeah,
like, he's like, I want title fights.
Yeah,
those guys have no name to me.
Who's the least popular champion?
Yeah,
I'll fight that.
He's gonna fight Joshua Van.
Yeah.
Joshua Van, Tatsuro?
Is that happening?
That's the rumor? I saw it was
Tatsuro Taira?
Right?
Yeah, Tatsuro Taira.
Tatsuro
Taira!
Yeah,
I'm very happy.
So I saw that rumored, which means
Pantoja.
Pantoja's not ready yet. That's what I was gonna say. It means Pantoja's not ready yet. So they're matching Joshua Van up with a fight before. So I'm hoping.
Okay.
I'm hoping Tatsuro. That'll be a good fight. At least get to see something interesting before this man comes back and takes his belt again. Give me my fucking belt.
That depends on takedown defense, because if not, he's gonna box his head off. If Joshua Van is gonna box his head off, if he could stop 2-3
I wasn't
takedowns,
saying Tatsuro Taira's gonna win. I'm saying like get to see something exciting before Pantoja comes and takes his belt right back. Because he might be coming back with a vengeance, and Joshua Van might be fucked.
I'll put some money on that.
Yeah, I like Joshua Van, but he might be fucked if he fights Pantoja again.
No, Pantoja's coming back to really do some damage. Other than that, anything else? I saw the rumor mill. The rumor mill.
That's what we do now.
Right?
We just
no. This is it's circulating on some pretty reputable sites and pages, MMA pages. Hamza Chimaev versus Jiri Prohaska for the light heavyweight vacant title belt. What you think about that?
Fuck Jiri. Sorry. That sucks. I mean,
we're talking about 205 now.
Yeah, but Hamza was big for his weight class to begin with.
At 70.
And at 85.
You think so?
He's big.
Yeah, because he looked huge with Duplessis. Yeah, you're right.
Man, that's a big dude. So that now what? Hey, he's gonna fight at his walk around weight? Okay.
Probably not. He's probably like 225. You're right. He's probably a light heavyweight.
Yeah, man. So I don't know. I've never seen Jiri on the ground.
He choked out Glover Teixeira without hooks locked in.
Yeah.
In the 5th round, everybody was tired, right?
Yeah, but Jiri is not like, I mean, Glover's not Hamza.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So as far as on the ground.
Just pressure wise.
Yeah, man. So I don't know. But why is he moving up? You're not going to defend the belt you already got?
I don't know. I think what that tells me, rumors get put out for a reason. They always say, unless the UFC says it, it's not official. But I do believe that the UFC sprinkles stuff on to kind of temperature check the fan base.
Want, yeah.
You get me? So what that tells me is they might be talking about Alex Pereira versus Cyril Gane for the interim heavyweight strap. That's what that tells me, which would leave a vacant light heavyweight belt, which what better to see than Chimaev go up there in a division he hasn't defended yet. If you're not going to defend down there, whatever, come up here then. We got a vacant one,
Yeah.
and then they can make another fight at middleweight.
This guy's
But
just
I don't know.
he's
That's what
just
they're telling
really
me.
inactive. There's always a reason for him not to be fighting. And then I like seeing him fight. I like him as a champion. He's cool, but it's like you never get to see the man fight. He just takes what now he's gonna take another belt and not fucking fight. Well, you just fight, defend the one you got first. Because there's people who don't like you in that division.
Mm-hmm.
Give Sean Strickland a fight. Yeah. If Sean Strickland loses, okay, then move up. But let's see Sean Strickland versus Hamzat. We haven't got to see that yet. And clearly Sean Strickland beats
He called him out.
He beats the unbeatables.
Well, he called him out last night,
but
too.
like my point is everyone who's unbeatable to everyone else, those are the guys that Sean Strickland beats, you know, other than Pereira. But like he's beating Izzy, as you said, he's beating Imavov. He beats the guys who are next in line. He beats the guys who've already been champions. So let's give him a shot. Maybe who knows? Maybe Hamzat tries to rush and he just keeps getting fucking jabbed and teeped in the face. And so
his takedown defense looks amazing. But
you know what I'm saying, so maybe it's different. Who knows?
Yeah.
Sean.
The word is that he's been
good at
finished.
wrestling.
The word is he's been finished by Chimaev so many times in the gym already that
Okay, whatever. But he's calling him out. He wants to fight him. You got the belt. Defend the shit before you move up to go fucking hold up another division. Because then what happens? He wins there, and then what? Now your visas are fucked up, but you can't. You only want to fight during this day over here, bro. Fight. Just defend the fucking belt you got first. But
I agree.
I
agree.
I would like to see Jiri fight for a vacant belt. I wouldn't mind that.
I think it should be Carlos Oberg and Jiri if this was to
you know what
happen.
I'm saying?
And
Like I wouldn't mind seeing Jiri. Jiri is this part of the equation that I would like to see. I'm just like, I just want to see Hamzat defend the fucking belt he got already. Because you already moved up once.
Yeah.
And then you took a belt. And now you're inactive. And then you're just gonna move up.
Yeah, they didn't want Ilya going up to 70 to get to Islam. He wanted to. They were like, no, you haven't defended. But then Hamzat is like, I'll go up there. And they're like, oh, come on.
Yeah. I don't know.
Alhamdulillah.
Maybe they're trying to get him to not be a fucking champion. I don't fucking know.
I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, maybe they're doing everything in their power to just.
We'll let him vacate that one and then hope that Jiri beats him over here, so we don't have him holding up our belts.
Yeah, and then we'll vacate that one again, and then maybe he'll retire by then. Who knows? But yeah.
Other than that, yeah, I know you mentioned this man Arman got a whole bunch of fucking side quests while he's out fighting. He's a karaoke singer now. Is that what?
No, I think he did.
Oh no, comedian.
Yeah, he did a stand-up comedy. So I seen clips of him doing stand-up comedy.
Was it funny?
I don't know. I didn't see him telling any jokes. I just seen him walking off the stage. Maybe it's staged, but I just put it on the list to talk about. This is the biggest pivot in likability of all time.
Now everybody's
from being, oh man, this guy's boring. He doesn't even talk to doing the most interesting things on camera I've ever seen. And like the most random things, right? Yeah. I think he was at a wedding the other day. I seen him. He was dancing at a wedding. It looked like he crashed the wedding too. Nobody looked like him but him.
And I feel like every week there's a new snippet of him and Nina that I don't know if it's old from they're just unreleased or crazy, or right? Like they hanging out all the time now. But every few days there's a new Arman and Nina clip.
And he's hilarious.
Yeah,
he's actually hilarious
right now.
Yeah.
He's everywhere except the title fight. But
yeah, well, and this is getting him closer than any fight he's won because he's already beat the brakes off of everybody, right? Yeah. And that didn't get him any closer. So this is what it's gonna be.
Now he's like, okay, now
this is what it's gonna be.
Now everybody likes me. What's up?
Now, what are we doing? Come on, bro. Look at my numbers, bro. His numbers. I don't know if they're fake or real or what, bro. His numbers are astronomical on Instagram. Astronomical, bro. The 727,000 likes.
You got Cristiano Ronaldo
on a video, literally, bro. Watch. We'll look it up, bro. It's insane the numbers he gets. So this is getting him closer. But yeah, it was just basically for us to say, is this the biggest shift in likability we've ever seen? And it has to be, bro. Because from one moment to the next, he went from to, bro, Arman's the man, which is really hard to make happen because people gotta like you anyways. You can be on camera all you want, but people still gotta like you, you know. So
it's working.
Yeah,
it's working.
But yeah, other than that, I didn't really have much else. Is there anything else you think of?
Dan Hooker.
Oh man,
Dan Hooker's been going
Dan Hooker
through
said,
it.
"Yo, what I miss? Oh
Yeah,
shit, no,
shit,
I'm gay now. I'm gay now." Yo, he was like, "What is this?"
Yo, they were
Then he said, "Yo,
dragging
Dan,
Dan
when your
Hooker, what
side
the
piece,"
fuck?
he put a post. He said, "Dan, when your side piece tries to tear your family apart." So I don't know. I don't know if that's true or
Yeah, I don't know what. But like, why Dan Hooker?
nobody
Like, what?
cares.
Yeah, but
Everybody's like, yo, everybody's like, yo,
okay.
if it was Izzy, everybody'd be like, no, what? See, I told you.
Yeah.
But it's Dan Hooker and everybody's like,
All right,
everybody's
whatever. We don't wanna hear it.
I don't care.
Well, shout out to Dan Hooker, whether you gay or not, bro. Hope to see
Bro,
you
ain't
back soon.
nobody cares,
Yeah,
bro.
for real. Just
Do what you do,
just
brother.
Just keep banging. No pun intended. Get in the
No.
ring. You know what I'm saying?
Yo.
Yeah. Other than that, nah, man. I don't really think there's much to talk about. I mean,
Nah, man.
not in the fight world. We're gonna have to start pivoting because there's a lot of shit to talk about. It
Yeah,
just
but
don't always be fight shit.
nah, I'm cool. I don't need to be here another hour. I'm good, bro. I'm good. Yeah, this is plenty. Anyways, man, this is a fun episode, bro. There was actually plenty of details on all the stuff that we had to talk about today, bro.
Yeah.
So that's always fun. Nice chopping it up with you today, brother.
Like always.
You already know,
always,
like
always.
always. Anyway, yo,
Yeah, let's do that one again.
it's been another episode of Catch the Fade, baby. You already know.
Peace.
See you next Wednesday, noon.
Yeah, with 5 knuckles say to the face. Inside these bars, you in a chokehold. My back fist is one of the greats. Landed with grace though. Cause at the same time it strike you yelling Christ, save me from this hellhole. You lucky these ain't Tim's, bro. Boy, come out to play, ain't no thing, you can catch the fade.